Tesla Giga Texas installs BESS consisting of 68 megapacks. Tesla Giga Texas installs its own battery energy storage system BESS consisting of 68 megapacks, 2 megawatts each. Tesla Megapacks will store energy from solar panels that will be placed on the roof of the factory. In February 2021, winter storms hit Texas and left millions of people without electricity for several days. Tesla CEO Elon Musk was one of those impacted, as he and his family were there. Also, the construction of Giga Texas was stopped for several days. The company became one of those that helped the local population by donating and delivering food and essentials. All of this prompted the company to help the state bolster its energy market. In early March 2021, it became known that Tesla was entering the Texas electricity market with undisclosed construction of a big battery connected to the grid. That project, consisting of 81 Tesla Megapacks, was built in Angleton last year. In late August, the company applied for the role of electricity supplier in Texas and revealed its plans to enter the state's energy market. The Texas Public Utility Commission certified Tesla as an electricity provider in the state in a filing from November 3, 2021. In addition, Giga Texas has been installing solar panels on the roof of the plant as it wants to partially provide itself with energy so as not to depend on the state energy system. To make this possible, Tesla installs not only solar panels, but also energy storage systems. According to an application filed with the City of Austin in March 2022, Tesla applied for a new project at Giga Texas. The project is called Giga Texas LCRA Permanent Switchyard BESS and will be located on 53 acres of land. This will be Tesla's second BESS in Texas. Joe Tetmeyer Twitter has accessed the Texas LCRA document regarding this project. According to the information, Tesla will form the BESS from 68 megapack units, 2 megawatts each. The total capacity will be approximately 136 megawatts. According to the Megapack price data on Tesla's website, the cost of the blocks is $114 million. Construction of the Giga Texas project has already begun. According to this Texas LCRA document, the Megapack aka BESS installation at Giga Texas will be composed of 68 megapack BESS inverters, rated at approximately 2 megawatts each, or a total of approximately 136 megawatts capacity. Tesla is pushing for changes in the Texas electric power grid at all levels, as it has significant problems. Arushi Sharma Frank, U.S. Energy Markets Policy Lead at Tesla, in collaboration with the Electric Reliability Council of Texas ERCOT, has done a lot of work in recent years to achieve further changes to the ratification procedures in Texas to make its power grid reliable. Source: reposted and summarized from Eva Fox at Tasmanian. Ford hit with yet another F-150 Lightning production issue. Ford is grappling with another F-150 production issue shortly after addressing a minor battery fire that held up production earlier this year. Ford's F-150 Lightning is easily one of its most important products. Not only is it the only mass-produced electric truck from the Big Three, but it is also the Blue Oval's foothold in a vital segment of the EV market, proving more critical to the company's future by the day. However, as Ford continues to work to deliver the F-150 Lightning to customers as fast as possible, it has run into yet another production snag. Initially reported by Reuters, Ford is facing a production issue regarding door handles for the F-150 Lightning. According to comments given to Reuters by an inside source, a holdup at a third-party supplier now limits truck production. Luckily for customers, Ford stated the production hiccup was minor and would be made up by the current production increase. While a supplier part shortage is affecting some of our North American plants, we expect to make up all of the production that is impacted, Ford said in a comment to Reuters. Ford plans to reopen F-150 Lightning orders next week, though it remains unclear what the wait time will be for ordered units. Hopefully, Ford will be able to tackle this production snag much faster than the previous issue, which held up production for weeks. Earlier this year, Ford was forced to halt production due to a minor battery fire at Ford's Rouge production center. Despite these production hurdles, America's number 2 automaker remains confident in hitting its incredibly high production targets for this year and 2026. Following the end of Q1, Ford clarified that it is on track to achieve a 600,000 annual EV production capacity globally by the end of this year and a 2 million unit production capacity by 2026. Of these numbers, the F-150 Lightning will contribute 150,000 units of production by the end of this year. By hitting these production figures, Ford's CFO has announced that the automaker will be on track to achieve profitability for its EV unit ahead of key competitors, roughly sometime in 2025. But, as recognized by Elon Musk, this will be an uphill battle, even with Ford's significant head start over its traditional rivals. Source: reposted and summarized from William Johnson at Teslarati. Tesla Model Y is Denmark's best-selling car in April 2023. Tesla Model Y became the best-selling car regardless of powertrain type in Denmark in April and the first 4 months of 2023. Model Y won a crushing victory, registering almost as many cars as the 4 closest competitors combined. In April, 12,067 new passenger cars were registered in Denmark. The largest growth in sales came from electric vehicles. Last month, 3,471 new electric vehicles were sold, up 139% from last year. This also means that electric vehicles account for 29% of vehicles sold in April. Meanwhile, the most impressive results were demonstrated by Tesla Model Y. The electric SUV once again became the best-selling car of the month, regardless of powertrain type. In April, 626 units were sold. This corresponds to a 5.2% share of the automotive market. In second place is Ford Kuga with 381 units. Hyundai i10 is in third place with 295 sales. In the first 4 months of 2023, 52,023 passenger cars were registered, compared to 45,221 in the same period last year. Of these, 15,373 were electric vehicles hitting the Danish roads. This represents an overall increase in EV sales of 108% over the same period last year. The increase in sales of electric vehicles is good news as light vehicles move towards a greener environment in Denmark. At the same time, this places high demands on the country's charging infrastructure, which is a critical element for the continued spread and success of electric vehicles, says Mads Rørvig, CEO of De Danske Bilimportør. Tesla has played one of the leading roles in this rapid EV growth. The manufacturer's share of the EV market was 39%, which is very telling. Furthermore, Tesla Model Y became the best-selling car, regardless of powertrain type, in Denmark in the first 4 months of 2023. During this period, 5,328 Model Ys were registered, which corresponds to a 10.2% share of the automotive market. This result left competitors in the dust, as it is almost equal to the combined sales of the next 4 competitors. In second place is Peugeot 208 with 1,847 sales. In third place is Ford Kuga with 1,418 units. Hyundai i10 is in fourth place with 1,242 sales. And closing out the top 5 is Volvo XC40 with 984 units. Source: Reposted and summarized from Eva Fox at Tasmanian. Tesla stock narrowly misses losing streak record aided by China sales. Tesla stock narrowly missed a weekly loss record that it has avoided since 2021, likely thanks to a solid sales report from China. Since the start of the year, Tesla stock has been consistently recovering from its low point at the end of last year. However, that success was briefly interrupted recently with a nearly 5-week-long streak of losses, which Yahoo Finance reports would have been a record for the company since 2021, if not for a solid rebound on Friday. Looking forward, many investors wonder if the stock can continue its 5-month trend. On the final day of trading this week, Tesla stock rebounded 5.5% after dipping slightly at the start of the day. This rebound was likely prompted by a successful April sales report from China. While the results were a substantial dip from March of this year, they matched the industry trend and were a massive growth from last year, when China was still locked down following its zero-COVID policy. Tesla ended the week up 5.05% overall. Despite current macroeconomic headwinds, including another interest rate hike from the Federal Reserve, many analysts maintain their high price targets for Tesla. According to MarketBeat, the average price target for Tesla stock from institutional traders is $204.06, and the average sentiment is hold, though the most significant consensus among institutional investors is buy. With Tesla stock up over 50% from the start of the year, it is bucking the industry trend, which is slightly down over the same time period. Ford stock is up a modest 2.65% YTD, while General Motors, Volkswagen, and Toyota are down 1.66%, 0.71%, and 0.54%, respectively. Looking forward to the rest of the year, there is good reason for Tesla investors to remain optimistic about the world's favorite EV maker. Foremost, with the Cybertruck finally entering the North American market, Tesla is poised to gain a massive amount of market share and revenue in the second half of this year and well into the next. Further, with production increases occurring regarding the popular Tesla Semi, Megapack, and Powerwall, the company is primed to perform well in its newest segments. If this production growth isn't enough excitement, investors and fans alike can look forward to model upgrades coming to the Model 3 and Model Y, which already lead the industry in power, efficiency, and cost of production. Source: reposted and summarized from William Johnson at Teslarati. Elon Musk calls for an EV versus hybrid vehicle race at Formula One event. Elon Musk is attending this weekend's Formula One Grand Prix in Miami and has called for a race between pure EVs and hybrid gas vehicles. Formula One has been one of the leading forces behind the development of the internal combustion engine. But with the age of ICE vehicles on the decline, the renowned racing series is now stuck in a bit of a limbo position. The racing series recently switched to hybridized engine technology and will increase the amount of electric output in the next generation in 2026. But Elon Musk has a different suggestion that he posted on Twitter this afternoon. Musk was seen in the Red Bull Racing Formula One paddock during today's testing and qualifying rounds ahead of tomorrow's race. In response to a post from ESPN on Twitter, Musk stated that he has suggested a race between pure EVs and hybrid gas vehicles. Fun discussion of aero battery technology in F1. It should be noted that a pure electric variation of Formula One already exists, Formula E. However, to the discontent of many EV fans, it is nowhere near the speed of its gas-powered counterpart. However, as argued by Elon Musk, that doesn't have to be the case. A race between pure EVs and the hybrid technology in F1 would be incredibly close. Current generation Formula One cars are the fastest the racing series has ever made, and they have a couple of advantages over what could be an EV alternative. Foremost, battery weight and energy density have proven to be substantial hurdles for electric race cars, especially in a traditional F1 setup, where racing takes multiple hours and does not involve fueling. Further, due to their lack of gearboxes, EVs typically have a harder time reaching and maintaining higher speeds. The results of these hurdles are on full display at Formula E events, which, despite their exciting nature, have not yet caught up to the hybrid F1 vehicles. Due to their limitations, FE race cars are typically much smaller and race over more curvy and shorter duration courses. It remains unclear if Formula One or its managing authority, the FIA, will take Elon Musk's suggestion. Still, with an increasing number of automakers focusing on EVs over ICE development, the racing series may have no choice but to switch to stay at the leading edge of automotive development. Source: reposted and summarized from William Johnson at Teslarati.